this off. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback got it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Caught near the sticks, it's Ivy. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
Well, first of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Chris Core. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more active.
Quick completion on the out route. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Quarterback extends the play. Catch in the middle, it's White. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got all the room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't get into the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cleescorn. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Using his legs, it's White. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking on the move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Uncorks it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Fakes to grab. It's Saunders. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Calabria. And as he throws, pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. They'll open the second half with a run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hester. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the air on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. To the air, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
That's caught. It's Saunders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He wants to throw it again. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Calandria. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looks as if he's going to run it. Breaks the tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle at Stewart. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Here's the pressure. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Calandria. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's White. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's White. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. Flying down the right side. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Makes the catch. It's White. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the defense sold. To stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Beck's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Looking deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
On the set. Cricket.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Running into the open space. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.